You're saying we're quite thrifty?
I think we're quite thrifty.
And we're travelling. I think when we're travelling, we travel light.
Yeah. I'm not very particular in having massive amounts of suitcases, like whenever we go anywhere. I mean, if it means saving a fortune on the baggage and luggage costs, then I'm like, yeah, I could live out of a backpack for a week.
I don't even really think it's the money. I think it's just the hassle. You know,
carrying,
like remembering. If I had
dragging.
If I had more than one bag, I'd lose it.
Do you not want one of those suitcases with that, like, you can sit on and it drives you around? Would you be up for doing that?
I don't think so.
You know,
I generally will have. It depends on what we're doing. If we're going on holiday, it's different, obviously. But generally, if I'm travelling anywhere, I'll have my backpack.
Yeah.
And in that is like all my tech stuff, my chargers, my laptop, all that stuff.
You're the
my
tech
wash
mule.
bag. Yeah.
And then I carry all the essentials.
Yeah.
This
But
is how
I'll
we
have
divide things.
I'll have like my wash bag and all that stuff in my backpack.
Yeah.
And then I'll have my pelly case with me. Mm-hmm. And my pelly case has like all my tools and all my, whatever. Like I'll have everything you can ever think of in there.
I think it's awkward when, like, you're flying plane-wise. I mean, I don't know how people... I can't bear the thought of, like, waiting around afterwards for, like, to pick up 2 massive pieces of luggage. There's been so many instances where, like, my luggage has just got lost. Because I'm just really unlucky
I
that.
like having the carry-on. I don't like putting it in a hole.
Yeah, just
and then you can
throw it
leave
out
straight
there.
away.
Yeah.
So today's theme is travel tips.
Today's theme is travel tips. I thought would be cool from the perspective of a sound engineer who tours a lot, B, a musician who's toured in the past a lot, and I think we're quite thrifty, and I think we could deliver some
travel
useful tips. But just, broadly travel tips in general.
Okay.
I think this is stemming from me doing a whole load of Japlanning.
Japlanning, I like that.
Japlanning.
That's good, yeah.
We are planning for a trip in Japan soon. And yeah, it's probably stemming from that.
I had a really
cool
awkward
idea.
moment the other day where you'd obviously been on my laptop looking at some Japan trips.
Yeah.
And I was cleaning my laptop in a room with a lot of people. Because the screen all gets dirty. And as I was cleaning it,
I thought you meant the contents.
No. And as I cleaned out the keyboard, it suddenly played out loud. There's loads to do in Japan, or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was something like that. And
when you were at work.
Yeah. I was in an office space with lots of people. Everyone was like, "What's that?" And I was like,
I mean,
could have been worse.
I get really anxious about leaving things to the very last minute, and I'm the kind of person who will arrive at an airport or at a train station or at a meeting or whatever, like, early, because I hate being late.
And I'm the total
but
opposite.
For some reason, I do show up late.
I'm the
whenever
total
I'm with
opposite.
you.
I will literally turn up to the airport
Yeah.
the latest I can turn up, and
Yeah.
I've turned up within minutes of the plane leaving, and it's not been a problem. And I think the problem is that if they make it happen, it's not luck. If they let it happen, it encourages that behaviour.
Yeah.
And then you just do it more. And now I'm like, why do I... It says to be there 3 hours early. I'm like, I get it if you've got a bag to hold, right? Put it in the hold. If you're turning up, you've got a backpack, you just roll up, you just go through. Okay, you've got passport control. But if you've ever been to an airport late,
Yeah.
right, and there's a big queue, you just tell someone and then they just take you straight through anyway. You say, I'm going to miss my plane if I don't go through. And they're like, okay. And then they take you straight to the front anyway. So
They obviously have, like, it depends what airline you go with, but, like, there's priority lanes where, like, so many times I've found myself, like, with us, we'll be stood in, like, the big queue, looking at the priority lane, and there's no one in it, and I'm just like, why didn't we? Why didn't we? This is the longest way in the world. And then you have to go through customs, and it's like, oh, boy. Here's a question. We have a little friend with us today. For those of you guys who can't actually see, we have. I'll explain the appearance of our guest for people who are listening audio only. I don't know. Let's play a little quick game of Guess Who. Curly tail, black ears, leaves a trail of fur confetti wherever she goes.
lots of wrinkles.
Lots of wrinkles, yeah. We got Roxy the pug here, who is stepping in. She wanted to be in the studio with us today. Here's a question. Because we've never done it, and I don't know how I feel about it, what are your thoughts on, like, luxury pet airlines?
What's a luxury pet airline?
Have you not heard of these?
No.
They are specific companies and airlines who basically make your pet's flight as comfortable as possible.
Okay, that's nice.
I mean, you pay a premium for it, but if
It's
you're
not like little mini planes that the dogs sit in. It's
No.
the normal flight, but they just
It's
have a
not.
seat for your dog next to you.
It's not a Diddy Kong thing. It's like a full, yeah.
Okay, yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I don't think I've been on any kind of flight where I've seen like a dog in general.
I've been on flights with dogs.
Have you?
Yeah, they normally just sit in front of the owner, like in front, and they're like just well-behaved dogs.
Yeah.
They just sit there. Mainly more I've seen like Labradors.
I think if there was a dog on my flight, I think it would kill time for me.
Distract you too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch any of the in-flight entertainment.
Watching that dog.
Just watching that dog.
Yeah, that's just what dogs do.
Yeah.
So it's not an airline just for dogs, so humans go as well then.
Humans go as well, yeah, but it's the pet owners only. You can't book to go. You can't book to as a dog lover. You can't go on and be like, I just
Looking
wanna,
at the dogs. I just want to look at the dogs.
I just want to go and look at the dogs.
Surely it'd be a lot
who are
cheaper just to go to the
enjoying their
park.
flight.
Cheaper just to go to the park.
You could go to the park, but there's like dog specific parks where you can't go in unless you have a dog. You know that, right? I think this is more of a US thing, but like the dog park, like you go to the dog park, you don't have a dog, you can't come in the dog park. It's specifically for.
Okay.
And people will come up to you and be like, "Where's your dog?
Where's your dog? What's your dog doing?
What are you doing in here? Get
What
out!"
are you doing here? Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about even having her on a plane. I hate the thought of it.
I
Just
don't
because
think she'd
I'd
handle
worry
it.
that she would be like, "What?"
She'd get
on
bored.
earth
She'd
is
get bored.
this?
She'd be like, "Fuck you, all of you," and just start barking and just be like,
Yeah, pretty much.
"Yeah, that's a thing." She does that a lot.
What do you mean, beef stew? What is this?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, travelling, I always travel as light as possible. And because my attitude is, I can probably buy whatever I need when I'm there.
See, I never had this mentality, but I suppose since travelling with you a lot, I have adopted
Well, we did that tour, oh God, it must be, 2-3 years now?
Yeah.
And I said to you, Emma, I only want to take a backpack each.
Yeah.
I don't want to be carrying cases. We've got a guitar to take anyway.
Yeah.
Like, backpack each. And you were like, what? And I was like, so I showed you how to do it.
Yeah.
And basically, you had a backpack and a half. And I had half a backpack.
Yeah, we didn't have... Did we have one suitcase?
No, we had 2 backpacks. And they were the mini ones that sit under the seat. They were absolutely tiny. We didn't have anything else.
We didn't even have anything else?
Nothing else.
We bought them on Amazon.
We bought them on Amazon, and they were basically the size of what you can take on carry-on and put... Not even the ones you put at the top. Like, literally backpacks that go under the seat. They're the smallest ones, and we filled them full.
I remember now, because, yeah, the reason we couldn't take... well, we could if we wanted to, but we didn't want to eat into our cost. But we didn't want to take, like, a bigger suitcase because we were picking up a guitar on one side of the country, travelling with it across the country, and with like lots of flights. Like
we had like 6-7 flights, and I was like, I don't want another case. So just do it in backpacks. It's easier.
I remember.
So we did that whole tour with just a backpack.
Yeah.
And
I would do it again like that because it simplified things, and I wasn't. Also, I'd say with somebody like me, I'm the kind of person who is incredibly indecisive about outfits and clothes just in my everyday life. Like, even when I'm not going anywhere and I'm like, I'll put on a t-shirt and I'm like, no, this isn't right, I have to change it. I'm really indecisive and weird when it comes to clothes. But if you have a small backpack and you take X amount of clothes, you can't.
Yeah.
You have to wear what you want.
I'm just black t-shirt, jeans.
Yeah.
I'll have a spare black t-shirt and some spare boxes in my backpack.
Yeah,
and that's it. And I'll have a wash bag, and that's it. That's all I need.
But as like
if I need a wash bag, I'll buy the stuff over there if I have to.
I came around to the idea, even as like the performer, like look, just go on stage with the same thing that you wear for each of the shows. It will be fine, and it worked out really well.
Kept it really quick and easy,
Simple.
And it made it so easy to get around.
Yeah.
I've had quite a few times now where I've got to the airport really late, and I've still made it on the plane. Really late.
I can't even handle that. I don't think I'm a bad flyer. I mean, it's not my favourite thing in the world, but what would stress me out more is the run-in for the gate moment.
How are you in flights in general? Like, do you not like flying, as in on planes?
I think when I was a little younger, I used to maybe scared me a little bit more, but now I'm fine with it. Because we've flown so much, I'm just... I don't even think about it now.
I think for me, there's the acceptance of once you're on the plane, you can't really do anything anyway.
Oh boy, you're stuck here. What are you gonna do?
That's it. You get what you get.
'Kay.
You know, something goes wrong. It's not like I can do anything.
Let's hope that in-flight entertainment is cats. And
Yeah.
then you'll be fine.
Yeah, I love cats. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think when I was younger, I was a little bit scared. But I think what made me overcome it is I went on holiday with my auntie. We went to Cyprus, and I had to fly back on my own so I could get back to school, I suppose, on a certain day. And so I had to fly back on my own. But because of my age, at the time, I was classed as an unaccompanied minor.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did back then, and what this particular airline did, they put something around your neck with like a little sign, and you had to wear it at all times on the flight and off the flight until you reached your person on the other end. Unaccompanied minor with a little cartoon plane. And I remember thinking, this is... I was so embarrassed. But I also remember the flight attendants being overly nice to me and me thinking in that moment, well, yeah, I was worried about nothing. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is an okay thing. But yeah, I can't say I've had that many bad flights. I've had that. The only thing that I can think of is when we were transferring from Philadelphia to Los Angeles, and we were sat on the tarmac for about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't moving the plane for whatever reason, but the aircon, the AC wasn't working on the plane, and it was so hot. It was so hot, and they were passing water down from the top of the plane, and I was just like, this is a nightmare. This is my worst nightmare.
I was there for that.
You were?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was, yeah. But can you,
Yeah, but you're not even in the air. Like...
yeah, but it's you're in a space with lots of other sweaty human beings, and it's like, what do you mean the AC is... And you can't crack a window, and you're stuck here for 2 hours? No. And the only other time I've had a really bad travel experience was the hottest day of the year. It was a couple of days ago in the UK, and I was at Euston Station in London coming to Coventry. And they delayed the trains because it was so hot that the train tracks warped.
Okay,
right?
That's worrying.
So that's worrying in of itself. And then finally, when the trains kicked back in again,
yeah,
there were that many people because everybody was waiting for the next train. It was like sardines, but it was the hottest day of the year.
Yeah, I don't like trains standing up on a train. That's not my thing. I think I'm if I can drive, I will drive. If there is a route to drive there, I will just drive it. Generally, more so than I prefer plane over driving, but I think because it's generally quicker.
But
not trains. Trains
building you that helipad.
Yeah, not trains. No. Yeah, so I think for me, you travel really light. You don't need much. I mean, I wear basically a black t-shirt and jeans. Yeah. And I find it's really useful because you can basically get in anywhere. You wear a black t-shirt and a jeans, and you hold a cable in your hand. You can just walk into anywhere. You put a high vis on if it's somewhere a bit more corporate. Yeah. You just the amount of places that I get in and out of without anyone even.
Well, the good balance of smart and casual. So yeah.
Yeah, if you hold the cable and you walk through, people just think you're busy and you're doing something, and they just let you through. So you never really get stopped. You're just whatever.
What places are you going into where you should be stopped?
Oh, all kinds of places. So I find so that's why it's easy. I find it easy to get in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for anybody who is like a nervous flyer, what would be your top tip for somebody who enjoys flying?
For a nervous flyer?
For a nervus flyer out there who's listening. I guess
just get really, really drunk.
That's a great tip.
What else can you do, really?
A la Bridesmaids scene, if you've seen it. Have you seen it? You've seen Bridesmaids, surely.
Maybe a while ago, yeah.
Oh, man. It's great.
I think I've been on planes with people that are really nervous before, with people who are nervous on a plane. And, I mean, what can you do? Like, you're on the plane, like, you can't really comfort them. The best way is just face your fear head on, you know?
Face your fear
They're doing it anyway. It's the best way.
And everybody else is kind of in the same boat as you.
Yeah.
You know what? Nintendo Switch it the whole way.
Yeah.
That will keep you occupied.
That's a good
idea. Yeah. You're a window seat person.
I much prefer window.
I do as well, but you trump me, and you're like, yeah, well. So I always have to have the aisle seat. So I get people just brushing their elbows past my face all the time. I just deal with that.
Yeah, well, I can sleep basically within seconds.
Yes.
So I can close my eyes and be asleep within seconds. So
Yeah.
what I like about the window seat is you have a place to rest your head
Yeah.
on the side of the plane. So I can close. If I can rest my head on something, I can be asleep like within.
And this
probably
is why
5
I
seconds.
don't sleep on flights.
Yeah, within about 5 seconds, I can be asleep.
I don't, because it's either out of the aisle or it's like on you and you're a fidgeter. So,
I am literally just out like that.
You say that, but you move a lot.
I might move, but I'm
Twitch,
asleep.
and you're like,
I don't care. I'm asleep at that point. Yeah, I can sleep basically on cue, so it makes it definitely makes it easier
yeah.
for
I've never turned down an in-flight meal, even when I'm not hungry,
haven't you?
because I'm like, oh, I make most of it. I think it's like it's included in the ticket price. I am eating that bread and butter pudding or whatever it is. I'm like, I'm eating it.
You can have
I
mine.
don't care. I'm stuff in my. I think on many occasions I have had.
Yeah, I think you probably have had mine.
Because I'm just like, yeah, I'll have it, even though it is really airline food is.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference with airline food. Is not only they have to get, it's basically mass-produced food,
Yeah.
right? Generally, yeah, it's generally mass-produced. Even the higher-end stuff, like, you know, if you go business class, it's still fairly mass-produced food. Then there's probably something about it being in the air and cooking it in the air.
There's something to do with like the pressurized containers.
There's certain ways they have to cook it in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's some super luxury high-end ones where they cook it properly, but most of the time it's basically microwaved,
Yeah.
right? So
cheap and cheerful, quick and easy.
you're only going to get,
like,
you get, you know.
get what you get.
Yeah.
And it's what it is. I mean, I'm wondering now if there's a YouTuber out there who is like out there doing reviews of in-flight food.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Like just exclusively that.
Yeah.
And not eating anywhere else. Do you remember that video we watched of that? It was a cruise ship, so not a flight, but the amount of work and people and graft that goes into, say, like a cruise line chartered moment where the amount of staff that they have working at the bottom of the boat.
This is one of your reality TV shows, wasn't it?
No. We watched a video on, but I do love Below Deck, but
You love your class.
like I can't remember what video it was we watched, but we were watching the inner workings of what happens on a cruise liner with all the staff and all the staff that you don't see. And there's so many staff working on a cruise liner at the bottom where they're doing stock inventory, and all the cooks as well, because they have like X amount of cooks for an enormous cruise liner like that. And it blew me away a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty insane, the logistics of how that works.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I've been on some cruises before. I'm not really a cruise fan. My problem is I get travel sick.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Travel sick, no matter what I get on.
But you did that show on a boat to Norway.
Yeah, that was horrible.
What,
They were like, oh, it's a big. So I was mixing a show. I can't remember who it was now, but I was mixing a show and I went through, and they were like, and we did 2 days from Norway back. It was such a weird. Why we booked for a cruise, I don't know, but anyway, very weird. And even the quality of the kit they had was so high end for what I assumed a cruise would be. I don't know, I hadn't been on a cruise before, but they were like, oh, you won't even feel it. Like when you get on the plane, you won't even notice. I was like, oh, okay. So it comes to sound check and the boat is moving, and I'm like, oh boy, I was feeling rough.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
When I was a kid, we took the ferry across to Ireland one year, and it was my very first time on a ferry, and there was a Burger King, and I got like the Happy Meal Burger King thing. I got the meal with the toy, and I was feeling fine until I'd finished my food, and then I'd put this toy car that came with the meal on the table, and it was like this on the table. And then just watching it, I was like, oh wait, no, we really are moving. And I remember trying to get to the toilet and not being able to make it to the toilet because it was, I mean, ferries are smaller than cruises just in general, so you're going to feel it more on a ferry, but oh boy. I mean, you were seasick on the boat across to Alcatraz.
I'm always seasick.
And that's not a long, it's a small boat, it's not a long.
I am like, if we're on a boat, within 2 minutes I'm seasick.
Yeah.
And the thing with me for seasickness is, all I need to do is sleep to get rid of the seasickness.
Oh, you're stinky.
But because I can...
Oh, you're stinky.
Talking about the dog.
Yes, I'm talking about the dog. Roxy.
All I need to do is.
Oh.
Oh boy. It's in my mouth.
Do you mind? Yes, you.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
What's she been eating?
See, if you were stuck in a plane,
It's making my eyes water.
at the very least, you've got other people to blame it on, Roxy, in that instance. But man,
It was you, wasn't it?
you were saying? It was not me.
Blaming the dog.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I have to sleep and then I get rid of it. So if I get on a plane, or no, I don't get sick on planes anymore. I used to get really ill on planes, and then I had this gig where basically every week I would fly for like a year. I did that job for like a year. I'd fly out a weekend, do a show, come back.
Yeah.
I had that contract for like a year.
Yeah.
And I did like 120 flights in a year, and I just don't get travel sick.
Yeah.
On planes.
Yeah.
But the boats, I get rough. And then, but all I need to do is sleep, and it doesn't take me long to fall asleep. So sleep, I'm awake.
Okay, say you've got, this is for anyone who's got an upcoming trip where the layover is insanely long. How do you pass the time in the airport? What are your go-to tips?
Oh, okay.
Because mine would be, I'm a bit of a napper, a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, whatever backpack you're taking, if you have like the front pocket of your backpack, and you can fashion it into some kind of pillow, but actually take like the fluffiest blanket you have.
Yeah.
In our case, it's probably one of Roxy's blankets, right? And you wedge it in there, and your front pocket, where it would usually be for your passport and all the things that you need to access instantly, it's just fluff. Because the worst feeling is like, you've got nowhere to put your head. But if you're like at a table, you've got your backpack, and all your bumpy gadgets and stuff are tucked down.
Okay.
And you've got your.
It's a good tip.
It's a fluff compartment. There you go. That's my big tip.
It's a good tip. I mean,
so
I just use my hand.
Sleep through your layover.
I just use my hand.
Just don't miss the gate.
I just put my hand on the floor then.
Hand on the floor.
Yeah, hand on the floor and head on the hand.
Wait, you're sleeping on the floor?
Oh, I'll sleep wherever. It's better if you turn your hand that way.
Which way?
Like a fist.
A fist?
And then you can lay your hand on, lay your head on there.
No.
Do you want to show you? I'll do it right now.
Like that? What do you mean?
Put that on the floor and go like that, and then you lean on your hand.
Could you not like put your arm like that and?
Yeah, you could do that if you want a dead arm.
Or do you not like get in the nook of your elbow like that? That's a classic.
Can't say I have.
That's the way.
Nah, hand's easy.
How else would you pass time in the airport?
I'm trying to think of things I've done. I think the hardest bit in airport is finding a good spot where you've got power.
Yeah.
Got a good seat. It depends on how busy it is.
We were, I want to say we were flying from Texas to Nashville, and we had a song to finish. And we had a deadline, and we were waiting for our gate, and we had a certain amount of time to get this song done and sent across.
Yeah, we worked on it then.
We were doing the mix of it. And so we were trailing around all of these wires and this sound card, like, in the airport, finishing up this song. And it was Hex, I think the song was. And I kind of liked doing that. If I could travel non-stop and write music, that would be an absolute dream.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Travel non-stop and write music. Yeah.
Travel non-stop, write music on the way. Because what I'd say about that is that there was a whole other energy injected into that track. You listen to that one and then you listen to the rest and it's just different. And I think it's because we were on the road and we were doing things kind of ad hoc.
Yeah, those two backpacks we took, which included your clothing and what I had, also had laptop, sound card and microphone.
Yeah.
It's a lot of kit. Yeah, it's a lot.
And then we recorded the backing vocals for that track in our Sonda in Nashville.
Sonda.
Yeah, Sonda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
I didn't even know what Sonda was until we went to the one in
Dallas. I don't think it's
by the way, oh my God.
Oh, we had an amazing place.
It was amazing, but it was maybe it's just an American thing, but the apartment was absolutely huge. I was like, what? This is wild. Yeah. Crazy. Really cool.
Yeah, I think it's my biggest tip is just keep it light.
Keep it light.
Keep travel light.
Breezy.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you want to take loads of stuff, it depends if it's a holiday or he's working or whatever it is, right? But I like to
Even
come
a
off.
holiday.
The only time I ever put check bag in is if I'm going snowboarding and I take my snowboard with me and I don't like doing it because I have to wait.
You have to because, I mean, the kit that you rent is never going to be as good as your own.
Yeah, that's the only
So it's
time. It's
worth-
probably the only time I really do
worth
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So we're planning a trip to Japan, and one of the biggest, one of the things I'm most looking forward to, just not just this specific train, but just riding the trains in Japan in general, but the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train, and it's insane, and it kind of puts things into perspective in terms of how terrible our train system is here. But the bullet train like literally arrives like to the second on the platform.
Yeah.
Wait, that blows my mind.
Yeah, that it
That
turns up on
absolutely
time.
blows my mind. They also in Japan do not have barriers for entry. You scan as you go in and you pay, but they don't have barriers. So it's all built on a trust system. And then you come to the UK and it's like there's barriers everywhere.
In
The
and
prices are extortionate, probably more so than in Japan. And also, the trains are always late. I don't regularly have to get a train, but whenever I do, you better know it's gonna.
You better know.
It's not
It
coming
ain't-
on
it ain't getting
time.
on time. That's why I drive everywhere.
Yeah.
Can't be trusting
Yeah.
those trains.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really beautiful, kind of rural places where you can take a train and it takes you through the most picturesque places. And then you come to the UK and it's like, here's Slough out your window. What would you prefer? I'm not sure.
Yeah, if I'm working, I'll take my Pelly case with me.
Yeah.
And in that will just be, well, I can't check it. I have to normally check it if I'm taking tools, if I'm travelling.
I was going to say your Pelly would have to be checked.
Well, it depends what's in it.
Yeah.
What I take in it. There's the Pelly Air, which is made for planes, which fits in the overhead.
Yeah.
And goes in. And I will, but I have to take all the metal tools out and all that.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that I love about the GS Mini Taylor guitar I've got is that it has been designed so you can just fit it up into the overhead compartment.
Yeah, and actually travelling with guitars is really complicated because no airlines really have proper rules for guitars.
They don't have it written. So, yeah, we found this out pretty quickly.
Well, one of the acts I tour with, I don't do tour with, we don't really tour, but I do shows, and sometimes they're flying shows to other countries, and we have to take those instruments with us, and I tour manage it, and one of the instruments is the cello, which is big, obviously, bigger than a guitar.
Yeah.
And generally, what you do is you book an extra seat for the instrument, and you have instrument and then your surname, and we did that for you with the guitar because we had a guitar which was nice. Taylor sorted out for us, which was really nice of him. So we didn't have to take the guitar international. We landed in LA.
Yeah.
We picked up a guitar from Taylor, and then we dropped it off in New York.
Yeah.
And we just had to use it for the internal flights. And you go on the airlines and you look up about taking guitars, and there is no information.
No.
Some of them let you put it up the top, some of them don't.
It's such a grey area, yeah.
Yeah. So we just booked a seat.
Well, like a lot of people's recommendations and advice for travelling for guitars were just get to the gate as early as you possibly can. Let them know that you've got a guitar, like first come first serve basis type of thing, so they don't turn around and go, we're gonna have to put it in the hold, kind of thing, because that's the last thing you want being put in the hold, right? No thanks.
Not in a soft case.
Not in a soft case either. Yeah.
Although I've got to say that Taylor soft case that they gave you
Excellent.
is like, it's bulletproof.
Out of any guitar case, that soft case, it's almost not a soft case. It's like in the middle.
Oh,
like,
I think I'd be happy taking that guitar, lobbing it in the air, letting it hit the floor, and not being worried.
Yeah, no.
It's really designed
really
to take a
good.
beating.
Incredibly good.
Because it's just got so much bounce in it, and then the guitar's just like has a load of movement.
Have you ever had your luggage lost?
I've had lost luggage. It's always been, well, I've had it where you turn up and they haven't sent it, and it's just a pain. In fact, we had it with the was it the Shorty Awards? No, it was iHeart Music Awards.
Yeah.
We flew out. You had your dress in the suitcase.
Yeah.
We flew out to LA, and they lost your case. And
They
obviously
lost
I
it,
wasn't taking
yeah.
a case because that's just the way
Yeah.
I roll. And they lost your case.
Yeah.
And the award show was like 2 days' time.
We had a layover in Amsterdam, and it got lost at that point, I think. As in they...
And then they were like, oh, here's a voucher for Target. Go to Target and buy yourself some clothes. And we went Target and just got a load of clothes.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we met up with our friend later, and then when I look back at those photos, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like wearing this like mum shirt.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow.
Great, I loved it. It's really good. Yeah, we went Target. And then they sent your case like a day and a half later and you had it in time.
I remember putting so much thought into the dress and everything, and then
it's gone.
It just gets
And it's gone.
Like, yep, and it's gone.
Yeah, and wasn't that voted like a really bad dress?
It was. You know what? We woke up the next morning and it was like I'd made it into the worst dressed of the you know,
All that work.
Yeah, all the all the articles they like do list all the people that went, and I was like, win, great, I love it. Like I've still got that dress. I'll never part with it. I love it so much.
Yeah, don't lose it.
I won't lose it.
Yeah, well, I've had. Yeah, it's just annoying more than anything. You're like, this is why I don't bother.
Yeah.
Check back.
That's fair. How would you feel? Okay, so you're like more into your driving. Is your more preferred method of travel?
Yeah.
Cross country tour situations. What have been your biggest highlights when it's just been no flights, no trains?
Oh, easiest one is the tour bus within one country by a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a tour bus. All
Any
your stuff's on
memorable
there.
moments?
I wouldn't say memorable, just easy. It's just nice going to sleep and then waking up in the next city ready, and you just wake up, you're ready to roll.
Do you remember when we bought an ex-SWAT van?
Oh yeah,
and
we love that van.
It was like it was our tour bus, but it was also our one main vehicle for a number of years. It was freaking huge. We'd like go and do our shopping.
I love that van. I can't.
Yeah.
Someone tried to break into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they really fucked it.
Yeah.
And that's why we no longer have it.
It was such a shame, but
Yeah.
like we did it all out really nicely inside, and to our standards anyway.
Yeah.
And one day it was after a show, I think, and we took the band through a safari park.
Yeah.
And they only charged us for 2 people because they couldn't see anybody else in the back.
8
because
people in the back.
Because it was
tinted
like
out, blacked out
tinted
windows. Yeah.
And we didn't even think about it. We just thought, oh, like a admission thing. And then as we went through, we were like, wait, should they have charged us for everyone in the vehicle? But
it was great.
And then the boys just got like I guess a rose tinted glasses version of seeing all the animals.
It was so it was blacked out. It was like an ex-SWAT van, police SWAT van, with blacked out windows, and there was a cage in the back when we first got it to hold people in. We took it out. Do you remember?
Yes.
There was a cage to hold people in, and
yeah,
you could lock people in the cage.
Well, it was more that it was was kind of
that we kept one of the cages.
We kept one side of it
because
for
it was more
equipment.
like for equipment, but the other side was a
Yeah.
full cage for keeping people in.
Yeah.
And what was great was it had like 8 seats, and they could slide around. You could move them around, and it was very had been customized. And then on the front of the van, there was like big Jurassic Park style lights.
Yeah.
So you could if we're doing a loadout somewhere, I had full on halogen lights I could just flick on, and we could light up. And then I put a leisure battery in. We had a PC and like TV in the back and game consoles, and like so everyone was driving, and we just watched Tim and Eric driving.
I forgot
and
it
stuff.
had those massive lights on the front.
Yeah, those
of it.
lights were really useful. It was such a great vehicle.
It's wicked.
And someone tried to break into it and took the wheels once.
And they rested the wheelbase on
just on
the
logs.
bar on logs, and it just bent it, right?
Yeah.
So it would have cost us more money to get it fixed. And
That was one of
Sad.
that was one of the times my trousers fell down in public, getting the wheel.
What? Sorry. Oh wait.
One of the times.
I know the story. Do you want to tell them?
I can tell the story if you want. Okay.
Get for it.
So we have a gig.
Yeah.
And we go to get in the van. And the van is the van's parked up like a little bit out of the way, and we go to the van, and basically someone's nicked the wheels, right?
2 front wheels are gone.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a gig. What am I going to do? So I get in my car. No, I don't get a car. I borrow a car.
Yeah.
I go to the scrapyard. You weren't there. It was just me.
It was just
It was just me. I went to the scrapyard, and I know little about cars and stuff. And I said to the guy, I said, I need 2 wheels. Got a gig. I need some wheels for a transit van. Same one. He said, yeah, no problem. We went over. We sort of worked out a deal. It was like, I don't know, 20 quid a wheel, whatever it was, right? He's like, cool. So the guy takes the wheels off, right? He has his tool, he takes the wheels off. And he's like bouncing it like a bouncing ball, right?
Yeah,
Big, manly, like, junkyard man. And he's bouncing it. And then all his crew are there. I'm like, okay, cool. So they get the wheel off. And then he gets the other one off and he passes it to me, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes like this. He like gets the wheel and he like bounces it and then he flicks it. And it rocks, because we've walked quite far down the junkyard, so it's quite a long way. So he like rolls this wheel, so it rolls along. And I'm like, I could do that. So I get the wheel and I bounce it, and as I go to roll it, it catches my trousers, and my trousers fall down in front of everyone. In front of all these people in the junkyard. And they're just looking at me. And then the wheel is like doing this, just rolling off in the corner. My trousers around my ankles, and I was like,
Oh, boy.
oh well. So yeah, that happened. But anyway, so I got the wheels. We took them back. We fitted them, and we still did the gig.
We did.
But eventually we had to get rid of it. But I was thinking the other day, the interior we had on that van, because when we had it, you wanted like zebra pattern on the inside.
I did, yeah.
So we got like zebra wallpaper, and we.
It sounds awful thinking about it now.
This is what I'm saying. But then here's the other bit, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, for some reason we thought carpet tiles would be a good idea to have on the inside of the van.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So we went to Wickes. And we were going to go and buy some carpet tiles or something like that. It was like a home base for Wickes. And we were in and we're looking, and this guy comes up to me in the queue and goes, hey, don't buy your carpet tiles from me. I got loads in the car park. And I was like, okay. So I put them back. I went out to the car park, and the guy's lifted it. It must have been dodgy, I don't know. And the guy's like, here. And they were like really good quality, these ones, but they were like bright red. And I was like, yeah, I'll take them. So we took a load of them.
Yeah.
And the inside of the van was like a thick red carpet with like zebra walls on the inside. It was intense.
It was really intense thinking about it now.
Yeah.
I don't know why I wanted well, you guys, the boys, you put up all of the it was like a kind of like vinyl.
No, it was wallpaper.
Was it wallpaper?
Oh no, because wallpaper. So here's what we did. Right, it wasn't a vinyl. God. It was a wallpaper.
Okay.
And we didn't have anything to stick it with, so we got adhesive spray. You know, like the stuff you like, because we did the carpet tiles as well, adhesive spray. But it was absolutely tipping it down that night. Yeah. So we had to shut all the doors of the van. Oh, so it was me, Rick, and Tom Harris, and we're inside this van. All got our own spray, and we're obviously spraying this, adhesive spray.
Yeah.
And it was a weird time. It was a weird time.
You could have cracked open a window or something.
It was I remember it absolutely tipping it down, and we had to shut the doors while we were doing it.
Yeah.
Like we're midway through, and we're like, we might as well carry on now. Shut all the doors.
Yeah.
And it was a weird time. Very weird time.
So yeah, another travel tip: don't if you're adhesiving, if you're sticking up wallpaper inside of a van.
You shouldn't even put wallpaper like that, right?
You should. Number one, don't put up wallpaper inside of a van. Don't do that. Number two. Crack open a window.
I love that van.
I loved that van.
If
you stood and looked at it from the right angle, you could still see SWAT on the side.
You could, you could see SWAT. Yeah, they did. But I remember we got that van because we won it in a police auction.
Yeah.
Won that van in a police auction, and we got the van, and they had ripped out all the electronics.
Yeah.
And we got it.
And we had extra seats.
And even the car wouldn't start because you needed a code. And I remember having to rebuild. I'd rebuilt all the electronics.
Yeah.
I'd never done it before.
Yeah.
Figured it out. We rebuilt all the electronics, put everything in. Mm-hmm. It took a bit of time, but we got there. Remember, you even had a screen in your wing mirror, in your drop down bit on your side. You had a TV.
Oh my god, yeah.
You had a little TV there.
Oh my god, that was so crazy.
There was a TV there, TV in the back.
Yeah.
So you could just be watching stuff while we're driving.
Like it was.
We did. In fact,
it was like.
I'll tell you where there's a video of it. Your first ever school tour we did. We live streamed after every show in that van.
I think
in the back of that van because we had all the PCs.
You know
and stuff.
what? The very first time I did a live stream would have been in that van.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because all the kit is behind us. That's wild. That's crazy. And also, like, talk about like winning a police van at a police auction. and probably updating it not to code. It's probably not the most legal way to kit out a
is what it is.
but it was the most memorable
I love that
vehicle
van.
we've ever had. And I remember us doing a number of tours around the UK, and it was like perfect size for like camping.
We did that
as well.
the first ever school tour, and you obviously wouldn't have told the schools this at the time, but the school tour, we literally lived in that van. We went up and down the country
Yeah.
for like 3 months. We
Yeah.
had a mattress in the back of the van and all
Yeah.
the kit, and we would literally be rolling up. We didn't have any cash back then, and we would literally be like
Yeah.
sleeping in the van,
Yeah.
rolling all the kit in,
Yeah.
sleeping in the van, pulling up at service stations,
Yeah.
showering at service stations,
Yeah. And then doing a live stream.
and then doing a live stream. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a lot of that.
That's what you had to do to
Yeah.
make it work,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
like, it's what you have to do.
Mhm.
But, I mean, as far as travelling light goes, when it comes to touring, it is a lot easier to go completely acoustic. Like, it's just a lot less kit to take. It's a lot less outfits to sort out. And I'm happy doing a backpack tour. I'd do that again.
Yeah, it's good
so
fun.
easy. It was so much fun. But yeah, so I guess the biggest tip is pack light, I suppose. Nintendo Switch it. Fluff up the bag.
And don't try to swing a tyre with your hand.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely don't do that.
If you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of loads of people.